Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Darius Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The Redskins send out their punter. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Ready, break. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
On first down, Haynes. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Second and 13. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Haynes. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
First down, Redskins. Come on, set. Take the arm. That's the run. They're running it.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Haskins. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haynes. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line.
Jaguars, 1st down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Redskins nothing.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
The 46-yard line.
Ready? 30 base. Check 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go.
2nd and 11. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Haskins under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the draw, this is Love. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On play action, Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Check. 56 to Mike. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Now.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Sanders. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Redskins.
Let's go now. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. On first and goal, Washington. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3.
Redskins 10, Jaguars 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
52's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 15. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Let's go now.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Five.
They'll look to throw here. And finding Keelan Cole. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big third down play there for the Jags. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Tight right. Tight right. Hey, Delta. Three down. 5 trips, go.
They'll drop to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 soft. Bandit.
Back to throw now on first down. time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here we go. 50, plant. 52's the mic. I'm on. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo. 52 right here. 52. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's now 3rd and goal.
On the ready.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Watch the slant. Hey, orbit. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the pass. Ready.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twitch.
Haskins on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Haskins. This pass complete to Reynolds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, here's Love. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Redskins score, Redskins 17, Jaguars 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first.
And now look at him go. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Check three.
They'll run on first down. Love. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Washington gets it going right. 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Haskins to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Is a turnover on down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Come on.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Brandon, that touchdown certainly looks like the clincher to me.
Probably a little too much to overcome, don't you think?
I would agree. I say at this stage of the game, that touchdown should seal the fate.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Check 50, check 50. Fair.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll run with Geis. Oh, look at the juke. And they take a knee. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Redskins, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.